Ladies and gentlemen,
No,
welcome.
don't do that weird voice. Do
Ladies
your
and gentlemen.
voice.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Danny Aaron's More. You've joined us for a very, very chill, a very, very honest, a very, very brutal question and answer with my beautiful fiance, Tennessee. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Oh, no, those right. Okay, question number 1. Would you ever get a matching tattoo?
Yeah. Yeah.
I've already got a couple of you.
Yeah,
I got
he's
quite.
I think I'll get.
I got quite a big one of you, mate. So you've got to get my eyes on your bicep.
I'll get something dedicated
Please don't.
to you.
Actually, please
our
don't.
daughter
Like,
after I'm not
yeah,
pregnant.
it was a bonus question. Shout out to Paris. What a name. Or your baby's name tattooed.
Oh, 100%.
A million percent. I'm getting the baby's name. I don't know.
I feel like we could both get her name. We could both get her name in the same spot.
Well, this is what I need to address to you. So I'm between a couple of things.
I'd like
right
it
now.
here.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Shut
Do you want
up.
it there?
I was gonna say I'm either gonna get it here or here.
Oh my god, let's
Shut
get it
up.
here. Yeah.
Oh, let's do it.
I would get
Let's do it
there.
now.
No, I can't while I'm pregnant.
Oh, sorry. Oh, 100%.
Yeah, I'll get it there, but I want it in like swirly right.
Yeah.
You want that too?
Yeah. Because shout out Billy Wingrove, he has, well, I'm assuming, I apologise if it's not, it's one of these sentimental people there, either his wife, his
Oh yeah, I'd get it there.
child. What careers would you have if it wasn't for YouTube / social media? Basically, social media didn't exist. What are we doing? Oh, you're going to say model.
No, actually.
Oh, okay. Well,
You should know
that's quite a
that I
valid
worked
thing.
in the butchers.
Yeah, you worked at JD.
I worked in JD or I worked in
No,
the
but
butchers.
that's not
so
gonna
I
be
think
your
I'd own
career.
I would have owned my own butcher's joint, my own meat joint.
Ew,
And I would be
why?
selling the best meat down in Surrey.
Why?
Probably, I would have like.
No, but you didn't. What? You just made sandwiches. You didn't make the meat.
I wasn't
well, no one
allowed to
makes
get
the
to
meat.
cutting the meat yet.
So what makes you think you're going to have a career in
Because I probably would
butchering?
have liked to build up to when I could cut the meat, maybe.
So you'd be a butcher.
Yeah.
Tennessee Fresh would be a butcher.
A butcher or yeah, or just a housewife.
I'd be a postman / Uber driver. I've said this about. I don't even have to clarify. Does Tennessee ever go to the gym with me? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I went to the gym. The last time I went to the gym with him was just because I needed to film an ad in
you
the
need
gym.
to do a brand deal.
So I went into the gym, filmed my ad, and then waited
And then waited downstairs in the cafe
But
at the soft play
no, we
section.
did a training session together before I was pregnant.
8 months ago.
Before I was pregnant. I'm
Yeah.
not doing a boxing
No, of
training
course,
session
of
with you when
course.
I'm
No,
pregnant.
but I've made it clear when little baby pops out and obviously she's all good and that, I want you to come gym with me.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
made that clear, and she said yes, but
we used to go on runs together,
you
went
say that. We went on like 4 runs.
and then I got pregnant.
Well,
We
whose fault
started
was that?
going on-
Okay, what annoys you the most about each other? Brackets, no hate. Me and my boyfriend love you. So it's not hate. It's just a constructive criticism question. What do you
Yeah,
hate?
yeah.
What annoys you the most about me?
Should I go on my notes page? I'm joking. Gotcha. I've really been doing the worst dad jokes recently. That's
my
that annoys
job,
me
man.
About me.
That's my job.
What annoys me about
Hey, my
you?
answer? Nothing.
Yeah, I would love to say nothing, but
Oh, what?
yeah, I would love to say nothing, but there is a few things. The thing that it was the most was like what we said about you not like getting your mud, but you've now like
Getting my
rectified-
mud?
getting your mud on the floor. From
Getting
your
my mud
shoes.
on the floor,
But now
right.
you've been rectifying that issue, and you've been like mopping and hoovering if you see the mud on the floor. But also, someone commented on my video on my YouTube channel. Ding! Link here, please, on the screen.
Yeah, sure. Sure.
And they basically said, instead of moaning about things that annoy you about men, you need to understand that men and women are just wired really differently. And they gave me like a book reference to read. I didn't read the book reference, but them saying that was enough for me for it to like go back into my brain that men and women are wired differently. And the things that annoyed me about Danny were things that men just are wired differently with when it comes to them things. Instead of me moaning and stressing my own self out and lowering my energy vibrations, it's about time I just said, do you know what? If you're doing it because you're a man, I'm just going to do my womanly things and understand that you're just wired a little bit differently. And that's fine. So nothing annoys me about you anymore, baby.
Okay, what's your favourite thing to do as a couple? That's a good question. I can answer that. If you want me to. Or you can.
Imagine you said these film videos together.
Yeah, we're just a work couple.
Yeah, we just work. My favourite thing for us to do. Do you know what?
I have it on the tip of my tongue.
What's yours?
Cinema.
Oh yeah, you
I
love
love a cinema. I love it. Not just like a Cineworld or an Odeon. I love a couch cinema.
Every man.
I love it, mate. I think cinema's the greatest thing you could do with your significant other because you don't speak, but you're just enjoying the other person's company and getting entertained.
I like that. I like when we go on, like when you were saying the other day, and we always go on side quests and we just go.
Yeah, we do some proper side quests. Like we just at 8 p.m. at night on a Sunday. It, do you want frozen yogurt? Boom. Next hour later, we're in Westfield, mate.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We do some serious side quests, mate, because we're very impulsive, aren't you?
Yeah.
If Misfits done a mixed gender boxing tag team match in the future, would you do it? I'm so down. Only if I can scrap the girl as well, though.
No,
do you know
Danny?
what I mean? Nah, because imagine that. I don't know who it would even be, but just another boyfriend and girlfriend, Heather and Taze. Imagine that. Boom. Danny Aaron's Tennessee, Heather and Taze, the new gen versus the old gen. They go on Misfits, they scrap it. That. We've just made 1 million pay-per-views. We have just made 1 million pay-per-views. Now let's break it down.
Would do it.
Let's break it down.
With you.
Would you knock out Heather bowling? Would you do it?
If I had to, I guess.
You would. Because I know for a fact Taze is getting clamped, mate.
Gosh.
I know Taze is getting clamped. So Misfits, you've just got your next pay-per-view stars. Forget KSI, forget Tommy Fury. Look at us. Do you think Danny will be a good father?
Yeah, oh, sorry.
Jesus.
I was like a deep in a full. Yeah, Danny, you're going to be the greatest dad ever.
Why? Why?
You'll be a good dad because you're very thoughtful, you're very considerate, you do anything for me, so I would hope that means you're going to do anything for us.
Well, you do know, she comes first. So if she wants something and you want something, she's getting
gets it first.
She's
100%.
getting it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's going to be a great dad. You're going to be such a fun dad too because you're always up for anything.
Would you rather Danny have a full-time 9 to 5 instead of YouTube?
It does feel like you have a full-time 9 to 5.
Really?
To be honest, it feels like he has more than a 9 to 5 because some days you stream till 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning, and that's when I hate it the most, being by myself.
Oh, okay, keep going. But that's triggered another question I saw.
Yeah,
but
and
keep
then
going.
sometimes you go away for a week, so I don't see you for a week.
True.
And then you come back and you're like, well, I haven't streamed or I haven't filmed, so I have to go straight there and
that
do
is
this.
true.
As much as he can, if he needs to, just take a day off and
And I do.
Yeah, and he does.
I do. You're my priority.
Yeah, there's other times where he's
No,
not.
I hear that. That's the biggest thing because as I said, if I go away for a week, then I've now not done my job for a week, so I've got to catch up. I guess.
Yeah, and it's your schedule was a lot more last late notice than. Well, to be honest, I can't really go off mine because I've just been pregnant, so I haven't really been doing anything. But you're you might not know what you're doing next week, the week before.
I'm the YouTube's super sub, if that makes sense. So if someone drops out, they know I'm like the desperate last call. Do you know what I mean? No, I am. No, that's I'm openly that. The amount of times I've got a message oh, someone's dropped out, are you down? I'm just a yes man. I'll say yes to everything in a heartbeat. Does Tennessee get mad or annoyed that you won't spend time with her when you're streaming?
I don't get mad or annoyed. I just don't like it when you're streaming late at night.
Why?
Because I don't like being in the house by myself because I get scared. There's something in my eye. I don't really get mad or annoyed, to be honest. Do what you got to do, isn't it?
Will your baby go to school or private school? We've not really discussed that.
We were listening to that thing I was listening to.
Oh yeah, I was listening to Spencer Owen's new pod, and he was discussing homeschooling, and I've never thought about that.
He's talking about private school as well.
Private school, homeschool, normal school.
Yeah.
We've never really thought about it. Well, sorry, we haven't really spoke about it.
Well, we had a little conversation about private school because then he's mentioned it in the podcast too about if you pay for one, you kind of have to pay for them all.
Pay for all of them, and my God, we're having a little army.
I hope our child's gifted enough to get a scholarship.
What do you mean?
Scholarship.
What does that mean?
When you go to go to the private school for free.
Oh, how?
Scholarship.
Oh, we ain't got no chance. What do you mean? Who wears the trousers in the relationship and why? I'll let you answer that.
It was me, but I think now it is you.
Why?
Because,
Break that down. Break it down for me.
I act like I do. Well, this is what we said before. I don't know if we said this, but I think this. I act like I wear the trousers, but ultimately, if it's not your decision, it's not happening, kind of thing.
Yeah, but I will always decipher with you.
Yeah.
Whatever
but
you says goes.
No,
It
because
is,
you
it
think that.
is, it
You think
is.
that, right? So I like go along with it. But if you actually, any time you ever would turn around and be like I would actually do anything for you. Like I was saying this, you could wake me up at like 12 a.m. and be like, can you make me food right now? And I would go downstairs and make you food.
No, you would
I would.
not.
I would.
No, you wouldn't. I'll put that to the test tonight then. No, you wouldn't.
I would. Of course I would. I cooked you dinner last night when I wasn't even eating.
Do you still speak to anyone from Locked In?
Yeah.
You do.
Casey.
You speak to Casey.
You speak to Casey because Casey.
I see
comes
Casey more than
round.
anyone
Yeah,
now.
Yeah.
Because
And we live
friends
right.
and that.
It's so weird. We live literally like 4 minutes away from Casey. Literally 4 minutes. And it's just so crazy that when we went into Locked In, obviously I did kind of know her before, and she'd only lived 20 minutes away from me before, so it's not that crazy for me. But like for you, it's so weird to think you went on this thing with someone that you had no clue about, and then she was going to be not like a big part of your life, but like someone that lives
She's
like
massive in my
4
life.
minutes away. Like,
Yeah.
and she'll be around our daughter.
Yeah. I speak to Fu.
Yeah, I speak to Fu.
I speak to Star.
Fu randomly calls me.
Same.
Like
Fu
randomly.
is not a texter. You'll just get a call at
no.
midnight saying, yo, bro, how are you? Where would you guys want to settle, like your retirement, and describe your house? We've actually had this conversation, and we're moving back to Essex.
We thought about it.
We're
but
moving back to
I
Essex.
just would want to be somewhere with loads of land, maybe
Yep.
with some chickens.
Ooh.
Yeah, maybe just with some animals. I want to
Essex.
be at one with nature. And
That
I
is
just
Essex.
want my kids to be like just free, and I just want everyone to be free. I want to go and ground in the garden, and I just want the biggest stress in my life to be if the chicken lays enough eggs.
That is Essex. And all I want is a
Thinks
gate.
that is Essex. Like,
All I want is a gate. What do you think of my mum?
oh, your mum's lovely, woman.
Would you really think of my mum?
No, no, she's
She'll be watching this.
a lovely woman. You can't not fault your mum. Why would I have a bad opinion on your mum?
I don't know, I just wanted to get a juicy clip.
No.
No? You like my mum? What about my dad?
Except, can I say what I said in the car this morning?
Go on, then. Go on.
The first time I went with Danny's mum, like, well, not the first time, it was like the first time we went for something to eat, and I think it was the first time I met your mum, actually. Well, anyway, she was
No.
telling me stories about Danny when he was younger, and she was like, you know, in school, they said Danny was throwing sweets at the girls, but they didn't realise that the girls were like provoking Danny, and that's why Danny was throwing the sweets at the girls. Danny didn't do anything wrong, and all I thought was Danny threw an orange at a bunch of girls a few hours into a show with the girls that he didn't know. I was thinking, I don't think them girls was. I know Danny now, and I know he was like, it weren't me, mum. Like, so the girls were doing stuff to me, but I know that he was really just throwing sweets at the girls.
And my mum will be watching this, so I say the girls were throwing
No,
sweets at
were.
me.
He was throwing sweets at the girls for no reason. The same way you throwing oranges at girls for no reason. You like to attack girls.
Yeah!
What is the hardest thing for you two during Ten's pregnancy? Greetings from
Croatia.
Croatia.
Croatia. What's the hardest thing during pregnancy? I feel like your answer will be like a lot worse-ish. Do you know what I mean? Like, because really, like, respectfully, nothing's really changed for me.
I've actually had the most peaceful pregnancy. I'm with a man that will do absolutely anything to make sure that my mental health, my happiness is like above than it needs to be. So I've had the biggest complaint is him putting mud on the floor that like stresses me out because I'm pregnant. But apart from that, there's nothing in this pregnancy that I would say has been hard for us to
You know
deal
when
with.
people ask me like, oh, how's Ten holding up? How's she doing? I say, I don't know if this is offensive, so apologies.
Yeah.
I'd say you wouldn't tell me. I'd say you
Yeah,
wouldn't be able to tell she's pregnant apart from.
We had this conversation last night. I've become a lot more loving, if anything.
Yeah, no, you've got better.
Yeah.
Stay pregnant.
Yeah.
Stay
Yeah. You were like,
pregnant.
it's all gonna change.
Yeah. No, nothing's changed. Literally, as in terms of like nothing bad's changed. Like, yes, I'm now driving us to Westfield on a random Sunday night to get you frozen yogurt, but I'd love that. Check out Tennessee Fresh's TikTok.
Thanks for doing that. Thanks for doing that.
And yeah, we'll see you guys again very, very soon. Peace.
Bye.